We have a tough place in society, and so I feel it's important as women that we have a voice and we speak up for ourselves and speak up for what we believe in. We're here to make a difference. We're here to make an impact and to change the world, to change how people perceive things, how people are treated. I feel we have the compassion, we have the heart to make a difference, to show our faith truly, as Christ had taught us, and trying to be more Christ-like, be like the Theotokos, being looked at as equals, of course, having similar roles in raising our families, being looked up to for guidance and leading spiritually as well, not just cooking in the kitchen.
For most of my adult life, I have struggled with depression clinically, and going through what I have gone through helps me to be able to recognize areas of weakness in other people, and knowing the difficulties of motherhood and willing to be honest has led me into situations with women in our church where I've been able to share common struggles and help keep up with women. And we notice when they're missing, and we're going to call them and we're going to check up on them. No matter what our status of life is hard, but that is part of what we do as Antiochian women. We look out for each other. We are there for each other.
The organization part I really struggled with for a lot of years because I want to go against the flow. I don't want to make it look like it's something so you got to do this, this, and this, and this. But what I didn't struggle with is the women are the heartbeat. They're the ones that greeted me when I first came in. The elderly women made sure that we were spoken to when we were in the coffee hour. They were the first ones to want to hold my baby when I came here, and I'm a tired mother. They were the ones that became my children's godparents, mothers.
There's a few younger women around my age or so that are involved in Our Lady Society, but it's a lot of the older generation that is involved. We're trying to get more youth involved, but a lot of us, we grew up together, and so although we may not have officially been part of the organization, we would still participate because our mothers were involved. My mom's the biggest supporter and individual that's involved with Antiochian women that I've known. I mean, since I was a child, I've seen her be involved, and she's just always strong in her faith, strong in engagement with the organization, and she's been the one to guide me as well as many other women on how to be a better woman, how to better serve our faith, better serve our church and the community, always remaining humble. She's the one that would always bring you back full circle to guide you and remember what your place is here, and not to lose focus of God and your faith and what you're doing here and for your church. So she's been the biggest mentor, I'd say, that I've had in my life.
During our mission of 2012, we became Orthodox. And through Father's wisdom, we did nothing for 3 years. He said, sit back, hold tight, absorb it. By the end of 3 years, they decided to start a new mission, and we decided to help start, and my husband was ready to go in running, and we haven't stopped since. I think one of the nice things about our church, our mission, is that all of the women felt needed. Everybody feels needed. Because, I mean, there's a lot of jobs to do, and there's no There's no prescription on how things are done. We're still making it up as we go along. And everybody wants to be involved.
So I didn't grow up hearing about the Antiochian women, unlike some of the younger girls who grow up and grow into it, and they just sort of pick up where their ancestors or their cities or aunties left it. But nothing really changed. It always just sort of stayed the same, which I think is good, but maybe not always so good. You know, that, oh, that's how it's always been done. It's always done that way. It's always done that way. We can't change that. We can't change that. We can't, you know. I had to stop being disgruntled about what I thought it was lacking and look at maybe what I was lacking, that I was intimidated by stepping into some of these roles or just being a part of the organization or the local chapters at whatever level they were, because they all look differently. You know, our churches are different sizes, and so we can't all have presidents, vice president, but some larger churches can. And so I started to really appreciate that. And as I came into my role in the church with my husband and entering in the church, I was compelled to want to be part of it again. Not that I could change it, but to just sort of enter in where they were again.
I love doing the Christmas events that we do. The jacket drive, we do a blanket drive, we do the toy drive. And so when we actually go ourselves to deliver whatever items it was we collected, to see the smiles on the faces of the children or the mothers and the gratefulness they have, it's just extremely rewarding, and those are always the favorite to do, especially around holidays, like I said, because that's when people are most in need. It just helps you grow as a person and to get others involved with you as well, to give back to the community. Some women that may have never done anything like this or been part of an organization, and now they have a sense of family, a sense of community. And so it's just rewarding when we can all get together to participate and get engaged in the community and help out those less fortunate. I hope by being involved in how I am and doing volunteer work, community service, that others can look and say they want to do the same things. Oh, here's someone else my age, similar in age. I want to get involved just like she does, and hopefully that does happen.
I have a friend that is a mentor to me, and I really enjoy being able to spend time with her and share my frustrations and know that I am getting solid advice from her as someone who has been there and done that. She is a fabulous listening ear. She's very sympathetic. She is just so relatable that she understands where I'm coming from and treats me as a peer, even though she has the wisdom that I don't have from the experience of raising a family and longer years of marriage. And it's nice to have somebody with experience that I'm completely comfortable talking about anything. And even though she could be my mother, she really acts like my best friend.
I often get women that come to me and they're having a hard time in their marriage. It was probably a good year of having a relationship with someone and just creating a space for them to just be able to say what they had to say without anyone fixing it. They're not in a position of trusting anyone, so they're lost. They feel incredibly alone. But I'm not operating on my own here. You know, I don't offer a lot of advice. It's just trust. I remember the ones that mentored me and just let me talk. My mother being one of them, but I always thought that was helpful.
I think the Antiochian women are going to do even greater things than what we've already accomplished in the past. We have many women that are very strong, they're very vocal, They have ambition and different creative means of getting other women involved and wanting to do more for our church and for the community as a whole. And I see more and more women in local chapters doing more for the less fortunate, especially. And it amazes me when I get reports from my local chapters in the Archdiocese for the humanitarian reports, just the amount of love and engagement and generosity that all of these women show to others. It's very humbling, and it makes me very proud, very happy, and I think that there's only more steam going, and we're going to be a great organization in years to come and get more of our generation involved, so that way we can continue what the legacies have done and our women before us and the mothers and our grandmothers and what they've instilled and tried to pass down to us. I think it's very important that we always remember to serve others as Christ did, and to continue on that path and always show the love as he taught us, and to bring our children up in the church to continue to follow that path and help make a change in this world that desperately needs it right now.
For me, it's the relationships with the women that I share. I can't imagine life without the support of the women that I'm surrounded by. I have a woman almost for every different need that I have. I think emotionally for women, there are times where I just want to be very serious and I need a serious person to talk to, and I've got that woman. And then there are times where I just need to be really silly and goof off, and I've got that woman. You know, there are times where I need to be guided and I don't know what I'm doing. I've got that woman. I need someone to pray for me. I've got that woman. Doing just the Christian life alone is not possible. We need to be surrounded by our community, and coming to church and checking the card and trying to survive service with a young child is not going to get you through those hard times. We as women need a community to help us and help better us in our lives, and have people that understand who we are and where we're coming from. And you're not in it alone. You can't do faith alone. That's why we have church.
I'm okay if people are sad in front of me. Okay if people are angry in front of me. I'm okay with it. Because I was thankful for the people who were okay with it with me. And that really changed my life. Bring them some flowers for no reason, or write a card. Yeah, we used to call it the Sunshine Committee, but we're like, why do we call it the Sunshine Committee when we're sending memorial cards? I'm like, just call it what you call it. Just do it. The older I get, the more I realize I need to be here. Not because I know, because I don't. I need to be here. I need to be at this grace. Because I'm a fumbling idiot. So I need to be enfolded with the other mothers, the other mothers of the church. And I don't mean Maria, Matushka, I'm talking the mothers. We all want that. Come on, let's be honest. Let's be really honest. That's not needy. I think that's salvific.